Blockchain Mastery Podcast. My name is Titilaya Oyiso, and it's great to be back. Now, we have so many interesting discussions on what in the world of blockchain. And on today's episode, we're going to be discussing the impact of blockchain technology on social networks, including how it can improve security, privacy, data ownership, as well as the potential for blockchain based social networks to sort of disrupt the traditional landscape. We're going to be joined today by Raphael Osaze Ayeri. Now, he is a software engineer. He's got over 5 years' experience, completely focused on working on blockchain, or rather, Bitcoin Lightning applications. We'll be breaking down what he does, and he works with LND WORK Inc., a Bitcoin Lightning company based in the US. He also works with Stakwork and Sphinx chat teams. Now, Stakwork is a platform that helps you atomize complex and repetitive jobs into microtasks. And Sphinx Cat, which I'm really interested in, is a messaging service built on top of the blockchain Lightning Network. Now, it's great to have him back on the Blockchain Mastery podcast. But before we bring him in, you probably noticed there's a QR code on your screen. Now, yes, technology is taking us places we probably never imagined it would. And now, if you are someone who's been trying to build and create your own ads, this might be a solution you've been looking for. Now, adcreative.ai is a platform that helps you create professional grade ads. You could be using it for social posts. You could be using it for season's greetings. It could be even for birthdays. Whatever it is you're trying to create, all you have to do is put in all the information you're trying to share. Maybe add a logo and maybe a color, and then just press send. And you have up to maybe 100 different designs for you to choose from, all aligned with your brand. All right, then. I've given you the chance to scan the QR code now and maybe helped you with a solution you've been looking for. All right, then. So back to the show, the impact of blockchain technology on social networks. Raphael, it's great to have you back.
Yeah, thank you, Titi. It's nice to be here again.
Okay, we've had some interesting conversations before now, but let's talk a bit about what you do presently. Last time we spoke, you sort of evolved in what you do. So talk to us. What are you up to these days?
I'm still. I think last time we spoke, I was still into blockchain, but right now I'm just focused on blockchain charts
Okay.
and Bitcoin Lightning, basically. And I think that's what I'll do throughout the year. Maybe next year I'll think of what next I want to do. But it's interesting because the industry is growing, and so there are so many things to learn, and there's so many things to focus on. So I think I'll be here for a while,
Mm.
and let's see how it goes. I think I'll be working on blockchain for the next future. I don't know. Foreseeable future, I think I'll be working on blockchain.
All right. So you need to help explain when you use the term blockchain lightning. What does it mean?
Oh, okay. Lightning is like a layer two Bitcoin network. Basically, we all know what blockchain is. It's just like a chain of data about or what Bitcoin came to do. But the Bitcoin transaction is kind of really slow. So Lightning just kind of made it a bit faster, and you can actually receive payments in microseconds or milliseconds. So that's what Lightning basically just enhance Bitcoin payments, and Bitcoin was basically built for payments, and so Lightning makes it faster.
So when you use the term lightning, it's making reference to speed. Is it only
Yeah,
making
yeah,
reference?
speed, yeah, because not really speed, privacy, speed, because Bitcoin itself takes like I think maximum of like 1 hour to get a transaction,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
since Bitcoin is kind of focused on doing better than the money we have now. Speed is for if you want a good money, there should be like speed is one thing we have to look at, and speed. So Lightning basically just adds more speed to Bitcoin. So I can send payment from Nigeria to the US in milliseconds, as long as basically the limit of Lightning is your internet. So if I'm using a 5G network, I can basically send. I'm using a 5G network at the moment. I can basically send a transaction now, and lesser than 1 second, it's in the US, and you've seen it on your phone. So, but unlike Bitcoin, it takes like 1 hour, but Lightning just makes it a bit faster. So you can receive micropayments, cheaper fees, and just the layer two network is built on Bitcoin, but it makes everything faster. Yeah.
I went
Yeah,
online for a bit
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Raph.
Can you
No
hear me
problem.
now? I think your internet.
The
Yeah.
internet. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can
It's a
you hear
bit
me?
blurry. I guess like internet issues. Yeah, yeah, I
It's
can hear
loading.
you.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for holding on. So I'm not sure where I lost you, but we're talking a bit about blockchain lightning
Like,
earlier on.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And I
Okay,
wanted to
so
go ahead. Go ahead.
okay, I think I explained. I don't know where you stopped hearing me. I think I explained fully. Or I can go over again though.
We know I made reference to speed at some point, and you said it was
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than transaction.
yeah. Speed and privacy. Speed and more
Okay,
privacy.
privacy. hmm So social media has become an integral part of our daily lives. We have billions of people using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, to connect with each other. But there are challenges and privacy concerns that you mentioned, right? So how does
Yeah.
blockchain technology come in? How does this?
The way blockchain works, blockchain kind of works on decentralization. I think the major solution blockchain offers is decentralization and kind of transparency. And there are 3 to 4 social media networks I know that have been built on blockchain. I think Think Charts, the company, the product I work on, and I think there's Nostri. Nostri is one popular one, also built on Bitcoin Lightning. Then I think Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, former CEO, is coming up with something called Blue Sky. I think
Mm,
Blue Sky has been trending for a while now. Blue Sky is also a decentralized social media. So it's trying to build something that it's a protocol, not really social media, that you can actually chat, take your data to somewhere else. So what these social media chats are trying to do, like this blockchain chats are trying to do, is take away that make your data sovereign. You have like you're like the sovereign owner of everything you do, and you can decide to move your data from one place to the other. Like, but for chats platforms like or social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and the likes, you basically have no control over your data. They can do everything with it, and we've seen a lot of data breaches recently from Facebook, from Instagram. when you lose your data and all that. So, what's the blockchain social media applications are trying to do is trying to limit those features. Like our own company, we have something called Relay, and that's how Nostri works too, where you can host all of your social media data on your computer. So you can decide, okay, all of my chats will be on my computer. Nobody has access to my data. So whatever happens, I know I have access to my own data, not Facebook or Instagram or anybody having access to my data. So I can decide to move my data to somewhere else. I can decide to change my public keys, and I think that's what we're trying to do. And privacy is really important right now. And people actually sell data,
Mm,
and I don't think
mm,
it's really really nice for someone selling my data without my consent.
mm. So data ownership, the data market, I'm going to call it
Yeah,
data market now, is a very big deal.
yeah, it is. It is. Yeah,
And information about people, me, what they're thinking uh, of buying next. Maybe that have kids of a certain age and their kids are going back to school, so you start sending and stationaries, and based on the data have of
yeah,
you,
yeah,
that they can make those kind of
yeah.
marketing moves. So it is a billion industry, and now that lack of privacy is
Yeah.
what I guess is pushing people to create decentralized platforms where you can host your own data. But then, is it all about control? Is it all about having control of your data? Is there anything more that would make me lean towards, okay, privacy is a big yes, my data being out there, yes, but is it when it comes to blockchain technology? What are the other advantages?
I think payments too. Like on Things chat, you can receive payments instantly. On my chat, I can send you a lightning payments from me to you,
Okay,
wherever part of the world
do
you are.
we have a freeze frame here?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
hear
Can you
it?
hear me? Yeah, I heard you. It was a bit, but I could hear what you were saying. So other advantages are payments. On my
Yes,
chats,
yes,
on my Things
I
chat,
can.
I can send money to you, wherever part of the world you are, by just clicking send, and you get the money and you can convert it to your currency and use. And unlike other chat applications, I think Twitter, Instagram are bringing those tips and the rest. But I don't know how it works. I don't know how that Instagram tips work or maybe Twitter tips, but it won't be as seamless as the blockchain kind of payments. Ours is really, really seamless. Like you just get it. And again, what we do on our platform, you can create a group and decide to monetize your group. Basically, to join the group, you have to pay some amount of money. Sats, we call it Sats. The Sats are like the minimum amount of
Okay,
Bitcoin you can spend. So you can I can decide to create a group chat, but to join my group chat, you have to pay money.
that's Satoshi.
Yeah, yeah, Satoshi, yeah. So to join my
In this is the community you're talking about, Sphinx, right?
yeah, this is the community, but this is not the chat. This is the community. The chat's on
Okay,
it's on a mobile phone. Yeah, but for
okay,
privacy
all right.
too, those things have to be done on mobile. But this is the community, and the community to their bounties, you can basically pick up tasks and work on. And if you finish doing your tasks, you can get paid. Like those tasks are like maybe a company wants to build their website or something. And if you know how Upwork works, that's how our bounties work. But payment is kind of seamless. Unlike Upwork, if you do something for Upwork, you may receive your payment maybe 1 week or 2 weeks later. But yeah, maybe you finish your tax, you get paid immediately. So
Okay.
that's
So if I this
this.
community, I'm
Yeah.
basically joining a community of. Is it only people in tech that join this community?
No, podcasters, social, like a lot
Oh,
of people, not just tech.
fantastic.
There are a lot of podcasters here and people because there are a lot of people that want something different, that care about privacy, that care about seamless payments. A lot of people, and
Okay.
we've not even started marketing. That's the thing. A lot of people have not even started, like a lot of the social media, blockchain social media apps have not really started marketing. It's just organic. So imagine when the marketing comes in, a lot of people will definitely
Wow.
start to use something different.
So let's say, because I do voiceovers for a living.
Yeah.
I I do jingles, ads, I record audiobooks, for instance. um I do that a lot. So if I joined the community, what you're saying is I could basically advertise what I do, send the work to someone in the community and get paid, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, you get paid immediately. And again, what's the Stakwork part of things though is kind of transcribing, and if you want to transcribe the data and all that, you can put it on Stakwork and you pay some sats. Um, Stakwork transcribe it for you and everything and give you back the data, and everything just seamless. Like the blockchain just makes payments seamless and all that. So that's what we're trying to build. And I'm very sure the social media, the blockchain or decentralized social media will be very, very effective soon, because if Jack Dorsey, the former founder of Twitter, is building something like that, he's a very, very influential person. And I believe when Blue Sky, because it, Blue Sky, a lot of people are in the waiting list already, and it's not even, it's like still on, they're still testing it, and a lot of people are already on the waiting list. So imagine when it becomes public, a lot of people will definitely want to do that, want to like try Blue Sky. Like I'm on Twitter, but I'm getting tired of Twitter because, and what I've noticed is, if you've met with a lot of people that care about their privacy,
Mm,
they wouldn't want to use WhatsApp. They'll tell you to use Signal. I don't know if you know Signal.
it's another social media.
Yeah, it's social media, but it's an open
It's,
source social
it's
media.
another. It's, it's is this still linked to the phone number?
Yeah, it's
Open
linked to your phone number. Yeah, but it's
on
open
your
source.
phone line, right?
Yeah, it's linked to your phone number, but it's more secure than WhatsApp. And the code is open source. The whole community
Phone
can see
lines. Do
what's
you still
running on
use
your
your
phone.
phone lines?
Yeah, you still use your phone lines, but it's
Mm,
but the code that runs
That's
Signal is open to the
SIG.
public. NEL, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So a lot of people who care about privacy prefer to use Signal instead of WhatsApp.
Okay. So you can see. So basically, you can see who has access to your data. Basically,
Yeah, yeah. You can see the whole code
right?
because open source. Yeah, yeah. You
So
can.
if
Yeah.
anybody tried to,
If anything
I'm
changes and you're
actually
not cool with it, you can
going
leave
to
the
talk
platform.
myself and see what's.
Yeah.
Mm. What? Okay, let's see. Uh, I'm looking at here. What are the tribes about? Talk to me about the
So
tribes
the tribes is
on.
like the groups I told you about. Um, it's like the groups I told you about that you can open a group and decide to add some stats to it. Like if you click on the tribes, you can see some of the tribes are free to join. Some they'll tell you to pay 20 sats or 10 sats before you can join. So that's the tribes I'm telling you about.
Okay.
But I think in other social media platforms, people do it
Okay.
manually. I think on Snapchat, I'm not so good with Snapchat,
Mm.
but I know there's something like private stories on Snapchat that people ask you to pay them money before you can see their private stories or something like that. So you can see on the tribes, you can see price to
Mm.
join, you can see other stuff there.
So this is free. Price per message free. So basically,
Yeah,
this is
zero.
a very private way of communicating with a certain set of people.
Yeah,
Instead of using the normal social media,
yeah, and
that way all.
yeah, and something about paying is when you're paying, you can't just come to chat shit. You have to like, it has to be like straight to business. You have to be like, if you want to chat, you have to chat something meaningful because you know you're basically paying.
Mm. So every message you're paying for,
Uh,
every message you send is a satoshi,
no, if it's free, if
right?
the owner of the tribes decide to make it free, you don't have to pay.
Mm.
But if I decide to set
Okay.
a fee for it, you have to pay for every message you send.
Mm. Okay. All right. I'm learning something new now. I'm learning something new. So you've been working on quite a while. Um, you've been working with a particular company for quite a while. Where do you see this all going? Where do you see platforms such as Sphinx Chat, Sphinx Tribe, and other decentralized chat applications going?
I think it's going to be the next future because, like I said, we have not started marketing, and even Blue Sky has started marketing, neither Nostri, and a lot of people. If you go to Nostri now, a lot of people are trying to use Nostri. So I believe when the marketing actually starts, a lot of people like things is not even on. We're still on test flights. We're not like we're still on testing. Like we're still testing, and we have thousands of users already. There are thousands of people chatting actively
When did,
with the app.
when did you start the testing period?
We started like 8 months ago.
8 months now. And what I know you have thousands of people chatting. What has the general impression been? The response been all positive? What are the feedback?
Definitely we'll fix some things, but if we still have people chatting every day and those tribes, I think you can check when last the tribe is active there. And we can see lots of the tribes are active. If there are lots of people still chatting, it means they are definitely benefiting from the platform and they love what they're getting. So immediately we take this public, I know it we definitely get more users and Blue Sky is coming, Nostri is coming, so it's like a new wave of
Mm.
a different type of social media. So I expect
Do you think it's
users
going
to
to take
actually
long
move and
time?
not just it's
Do
not
you
going
think
to
it's
take a
going to take a
long
long
time because
time
the way
for
it's will I don't think so. I don't think it'll take a long time because the way everything is going, it's you as a company you can also build your own room or something. Maybe you want your company's data to be private, your company's chat to be private. You can create your own tribe and join, and everything about your company is private. So I think most companies will even adopt it faster than even individuals.
I think I'm back.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think the network is.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Breaking
no issue.
transmission. All
Yeah,
right
no
then.
issue.
There was another company mentioned that you were involved with. Also, I mean, please 1 second so I can remember. Um, Stackwork, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Microtasks. I said I was going to
yeah,
ask about that.
yeah. Yeah. So Stakwork and Think Chat are under LND Work.
Okay. Okay.
So Stakwork is like the microtax I'm telling you about that. Yeah, it's basically for transcribing and podcasters where you can work on your podcast and place it on Stackwork, and Stackwork does the whole
Okay.
transcription for you. And
Okay.
it uses AI and Bitcoin technology to kind of make everything work. So it transcribes, it breaks down the tax into smaller tax, then transcribe everything for you, shows the users. You can decide to put the names of the users, and you can do those transcribing for you. And That's what
Okay.
Stakwork basically does.
So I'm seeing Stackwork here. Earn Bitcoin fast. That's what I'm seeing. Stackwork.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
you can earn Bitcoin when you do a bit of, like, because there are some things but we're trying to take the human part of it away from it, because there are some things like we use AI for a lot of things, but there's some things AI can't just do that you have
Sorry,
to like.
is this
Yeah, does it? Yeah,
okay?
does it? Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah, yeah.
Right. So
So
you can
there,
earn here ultimately for
yeah,
tasks. Yeah.
yeah, for tax. Yeah.
Right. Fantastic. What this one is saying earn a phone. Interesting.
No, no, I don't think. Let's see.
Is this Stackwork?
Let me,
Stackwork.com. This is it, right?
yeah, that should be it.
Okay. All right. Maybe I selected Stack for workers. Maybe I should.
So
Let me
there's it.
find.
Let me send the link.
Okay. Let me see. Just hoping I got the right site. Okay. Hypergrowth didn't hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
I have now. Okay. I have it. That's it. I have it. That's it. That's the site. Okay. So hypergrowth shouldn't hurt with business process integrates and all network of class source workers. It doesn't have to. Interesting. How many countries around the world now?
I don't know how many countries around the world for now because I'm not in the
I'm
marketing
looking.
team.
Of course, I'm
I don't
looking. I'm
know
just
how many countries.
checking out the website.
Yeah.
All right then. So I like the idea of being able to find things to do online. Personal growth. The blockchain has been where you has now been. Why not choose to use blockchain as opposed to um, using the normal methods? And we've already talked about privacy. We've already talked about speed. Is there anything else we're missing?
I think the major thing the blockchain offers is privacy, transparency, speed, and I think payments, ease of payment,
Okay.
ease of payment,
And
and
obviously, go ahead. Go ahead.
there's a bit of information search through now that's going on in blockchain. I think a lot of companies are working on that, so building their own kind of Google search. But this time, you can also earn payments by inputting data, and you have to pay to receive to kind of get some information. So I think what blockchain is doing is kind of monetizing everything in their own little way and making
Mm,
payments easy for everyone. So that monetization on social media network or on the internet has not been easy, but with blockchain payments now, those monetization is kind of very easy to achieve right now, where you can pay, you can earn easily without stress. So I think that's what blockchain is doing. And who doesn't want to get paid? Who doesn't want to earn easily? And since everybody's going remote now, I think in the nearest future to be the way to go.
Are there any ethical considerations when it comes to social networks? Ethical considerations they need to put into place when using blockchain technology.
Um, I think they should. um, for now, basically, I don't know. There's no body actually governing this thing for now. So I can't say if there's any ethical consideration because there's no governing body and the governments are not like they're still finding a way to push blockchain away, but some governments are trying to adopt it. So I think it will get to a point where there'll be ethical things, but for now, there's no governing body actually. So I can't say if there's any ethical
Mm,
consideration. But what I can say, the only thing we know about the old blockchain space is try to safeguard your coins, try to
mm,
safeguard your private key and public keys,
okay.
just so you can be safe. I think that's what
Mm,
everybody will say now. Try to safeguard your keys so you don't get caught because anybody that has access to your keys has access to everything you do. So I don't think there's a governing body right now, but at the point, maybe there'll be a governing body and yeah, there'll be
mm.
ethical considerations.
All right. And so I know that I have access to different opportunities now because of the advent chain, and hopefully someone out there has learned that too. I have to say thank you to Raphael for talking to us again. Good luck at Stakwork and at Sphinx community, right? Is it Sphinx
Yeah,
community?
yeah, yeah. Things chat, but there's a community, but chat. Yeah,
All right,
uh,
Sphinx app part of it, right?
yeah, yeah. The art politics. I think we're going public. We're going production this year. We're going to production very soon, and I guess we'll do some marketing and maybe you hear more about things
Okay.
when we're ready.
I really
So
don't mind. I'm very ready to make some moves to be more intentional about work now, because in the end, if you don't have work online, we've been talking about this for years. If you don't have work
yeah,
online that you're doing, eventually everything is online and leave physical. Eventually.
yeah. There'll still be some physical things, but I
Mm,
think digital skills and for those into content creation, digital skills and like tech, it's
mm,
important you find a way to earn online. But
mm.
definitely we can't take the physical things away. But these days, for like you, like me, and so many other people who do digital skills, and I think putting yourself online is like a way to go right now.
Okay. Looking at this jobs board here, it says here 150, what is this, Satoshis?
Yeah, Satoshi,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, so,
To
yeah,
join, to join.
yeah.
So you're basically, and it's any type of wallet you can use.
No, 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 just
Any
Bitcoin wallet. Not anytime.
only
Any
Bitcoin.
wallet that supports Bitcoin and Lightning.
Okay, right,
So
fantastic.
not Ethereum wallet won't work on it. Just Bitcoin and
Of
Lightning.
course. And only one network. One network, right? Just one network. I'm talking Bitcoin network
Yeah,
now. No,
yeah,
no other
yeah,
network
yeah,
connected to this.
yeah.
All
Just
right,
Bitcoin network.
fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. We are there's still so much to talk about in this particular space, and we'll be waiting on you to start getting and publicity on Sphinx community so that we can learn a little bit more. Thank you so much for joining us, Raphael,
You're
on
welcome to
today's
see. Yeah, yeah.
blockchain master. All right then, Raph. There's still quite a lot happening in the space, and it's just so sometimes it's overwhelming the amount of information. Um, and back and forth online that we should take note of. Let's see. All right. So there is a blockchain solution provider, Gerlurida. Gerlurida, or is it Gerlurida? Now they partnered with augmented reality firm Menta Solutions to develop a maintenance for port infrastructures. Now, according to an announcement sent in Cointelegraph, now the project aims to increase efficiency, reduce downtime, and enhance the accuracy of maintenance tasks for ports, which is really important for servicing ships, cargo, and passengers. Now, back in 2020, a research group from the University of Girona and Augmenta Solutions collaborated to develop a blockchain-based maintenance system combining blockchain certification and AR to increase the traceability of maintenance operations. Now, at present, Augmenta Solutions and Information Technology firm MSI are aiming to target the global port infrastructure market with the technology. And now, according to Perozet, the managing project kind of relies on the blockchain program. And it's an important component of the maintenance task at place and the right time. Now, Francisco Sarias from Geluda also commented on the importance of AR for maintenance, and he describes Sarias describes AR as a game changer, as it allows workers to access digital information in real time. And exciting new tech comes into the industry, drive innovation, and when it comes to processes, you can how much maintenance has to go into that particular industry. Now, AI has consistently been seen in the Web3 space, and at the recent Metaverse Fashion Week, a hybrid AR fashion runway was cast at the Piazza of Duomo di Milano, which is one of the most iconic locations in Milan, Italy. Now, meanwhile, this whiskey producer Jack Daniels has also created a Web3 campaign utilizing AR and Polygon-based digital collectibles. Now, the campaign is going to let participants collect digital crates that contain various rewards like vouchers and trips to the Jack Daniels distillery. You have to admit, blockchain is going into every single market and, innovating and turning things around. The news now, Bitcoin hit 30,000, which is the highest price since June 2022. And when it hit that high, I remember how high I when I saw it going. Now, Bitcoin has hit price highs since 2022 with the largest crypto market $1,000 and setting a new high for 2023. Now, according to coin data, Bitcoin slightly surpassed nearly 300 at the time of this particular article when it came out. Now, it hadn't reached heights June 10th, 2022, and in the month 30 or so, BTC recorded gains of nearly 6%, rising to the highest level in 10 months. Now, that was April 11th. Now, analysts predicted it would regain its $30,000 price tag. Traders await the U.S. States Consumer Price Index report on April 12th, which would give insight into the Federal Reserve's battle against inflation. And of course, the crypto and crypto greed index has remained firmly within the greed territory, with a score of about 68 of a possible 100. The crypto fear and greed index aims to numerically present the current emotions and sentiments towards Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market, with the high being 100. And the index also hit a score of 68 on March 21st, marking its highest level since it recorded a score above 66 in November 2021, days after Bitcoin's all-time high of $69,000, which was recorded on November 10th, 2020. Michael Saylor, founder of and executive chairman of business intelligence firm MicroStrategy, has been an outspoken advocate for BTC and has been leading in the charge for corporations to adopt crypto as a strategic asset. MicroStrategy has added billions Bitcoin to its balance sheet, currently owning over 140,000 BTC as of April 5th, for a price of about $4.17 billion, with an average price of roughly $29,000 per coin. The latest jump in the Bitcoin market means MicroStrategy made a gain on its investment. It's steadily increasing its BTC holdings since first purchase in August 2020. And even with the ongoing bear market, hey, it does feel like an interesting investment to have. That's all we have on the Bitcoin Mastery podcast for today. I'm going to be wrapping up with, I'm going to encourage you to scan this QR code and see if you can take of this particular A. Now, if you want to create a professional grade advert that you can use for social media, you can use even for forwarding on WhatsApp. You might just want to send birthday messages to all your staff. You want to send season's greetings. Veterans Day is coming up, you never know. You might want to design something cool. Scan the QR code on your screen right now and let AdCreative.ai help you out. All right, then. I'm going to be signing out.